Hey everyone, let's take a quick look at how to edit a PDF, specifically the Weaver School District calendar right here in Adobe Express. So I've downloaded the calendar using this button right here. Now we'll come back to Adobe Express and get to work. What we need to do is scroll down just a touch from the top after we've logged in. We want to find this one with the flowers called Edit PDF. So click on that, and then we want to go find that file, which is in my downloads folder right here. So I'll click on that and we'll open it. Now it takes just a moment because we have to go through and convert this document to be editable. So that does take just a moment. You can see the little 4 dots crawling across right here. And so our goal is to be able to add elements to this calendar specific to either a school or some other part of the LEA. Okay, so our file's been converted. Here it is. And I would like to zoom in a little, so I can come up here to the top. Let's take it to 150 so it's nice and clear. We can see it easily. Kind of changed up some of the A's and B's. They're loading still. You can see that. So let's say I want to add something here on November 11th. So I'd come over here to Elements, and I want to look for a rectangle. And the reason why I'm choosing rectangle will become obvious in just a second. So I'm going to pick that shape, which it installs here on the screen, and then I want to bring it over to November 11th. So I'm going to bring it over till it kind of pops into place, and then I'll shrink this down. Now you notice that it's shrinking the whole rectangle, and I need it to be a little bit more of a square. So as I pull this in, you'll see that it kind of pops into place on those lines. Did you see my pink outline right there? I'll get this one also, bring the top one down so that it matches with that line, and then this one up just a shade so that it matches right evenly with the bottom of that square in the calendar. Okay, close enough. Right now it's filled in with gray. So over here on this side I can make some adjustments. You can see it's got a black border. I don't really want a black border on it, so I'm just going to come over here and drag this border thickness down to nothing. I've also got this kind of drab gray infill, so I'm going to pick the fill button right here, and I can choose some of the recommended colors, but I can also go to custom and pick, gosh, just about anything. So for the purposes of this one, because it's my birthday and that day I seem to like blue, I'm going to click on that one. And then from there I have this opacity slider that I can slide down to make that blue a little more translucent. I can also leave it fully opaque, but I want to see that A for right now. Maybe that's important. So I can drag that down just a shade so that it becomes just a little bit more transparent. You can see through it just a little bit right there. So my next step would now be to add some text to show what day that is. And so from here I come over to the text box, the text button, click on that, and I just want to add some text. And so I can put in what's happening on that day. And it's super easy to adjust this. All I need to do is just grab the corner and drag it, get it to be the size I want, and then from the edge I get this little arrow right here with the 4 heads on it, and I can drag my text into that region to fit. Looks like I need to resize it just a touch, bring it down so that it will fit there, and then I can add it. I also have tons of other options with that where I can easily click anywhere else here. We'll go off to the side, and it looks like I need to adjust my square just a shade on the bottom maybe. Looks like it's not quite on the line. So I pull that in just a touch, bring this back. So this is how I can easily add text to an area like that. I also have options to choose other fonts. So I can pick whatever font I like right here, make it be the look that I choose. I can also just click the button to shrink its size. And so now I've got what I want here. If I want it to look more like these, then I could come in, come back to rectangle. A quicker option might be to just click this rectangle, copy and paste, and then drag that up to the day I want. So let's go for August 20th, which I think is right here. And now I can make some adjustments to that to make it be a little bit more like the ones that are already here. So just get that adjustment to be closer to where I like it. Maybe I'm off just a shade right there. Get it to be close. Looks like it's pretty good. If you need to, you can always size this up to see more clearly where you're at. Looks like I missed that top just a touch, so I'll pull up just a little. Now, to do the text in the way that you see in these other boxes, I'd come in here. I'm going to choose text again. I want add the text, and I'll say Stacy happens to be my wife. So from here, I can choose that text, and then I can come in and pick whatever color I want. You can see that the ones that are there are kind of white, so I can do that to it. I can also come in, pick a different font. Maybe I want something that's a little more bold, and then just drag that down until I get it about the size I want. Grab the little arrow and place it here on the date. So now I get it looking a little bit more like the other boxes. This was all done again in Adobe Express. Now my final step, of course, once I've got all the dates put in where I want, I'll come here to download, and probably for the case that you're looking at would be PDF standard or possibly PDF print, but we would just download this one. Right now it's called WSD Calendar Updated. May want to rename that, and that's totally possible. So let me fix that because I hit enter too quickly. So now I've got it ready to go. Click download, and then I'm ready to put this wherever I want to. So lots and lots of options, works great in Adobe Express. Meanwhile, hope everything goes well and have a great day.